like you genuinely enjoy doing. Like me, I love making ASMR videos, and I would love to branch off and do other types of content, but I'm always do ASMR. If I could make a living off that, like that would be success to me. Like I'm paying my bills, I'm putting food on the table, you know, I have a roof over my head, and the service I provide is like I'm helping a lot of people relax, sleep, I guess entertainment, and you know that's like success to me. You know, what doing what you love, getting paid for it, and enjoying it. Like it doesn't have to be a big house, it doesn't have to be the fancy cars, the flashy jewelry. Of course, you know, we would all want some stuff like that, but it really just comes down to you. How success is how you define it. That's what I go by. You know, if you enjoy working retail, you know, working at Starbucks, a lot of people love their job at Starbucks, and it pays for the school and whatnot. But like, you know, if you love that and that's your dream, like you love coffee, you're working at a coffee shop, and you know, it's just you and your partner renting an apartment like that. If you're loving life, that can be your success. Really, only you can define your own success. Don't let no one else tell you, oh, go to school, do this, go do this. That's success, not what you're doing now. If what you're doing now makes you happy, you know, you're a dog, a groomer, you know, a pet groomer, whatever, and you love pets and you love grooming, like that can be your success. It might sound super cliche, you know, super corny, but genuinely, I feel like that's the truth. You know, you define your own success. I'm sorry if that kind of wasn't a good answer, but I don't like when people try to tell other people how to live their life and do this because that's successful, you know. No, I think it's what you make of it. So, do what makes you happy. Okay, Olga X387 again. What are your top 3 dream travel destinations? I kind of answered it earlier, but it would have to be Greece. If I had to pick 3, Greece, Bora Bora, and I don't know what the third one would be, honestly. Oh, Tokyo. Actually, yeah. Actually, I'll put that second, so it will be Greece, Tokyo, and Bora Bora. Tokyo would be so sick. Thank you for that question. Next one by Rasad 2011 again. What are your favorite shows to watch in general, and favorite shows to watch when you want to forget about all the stress of life? So, my favorite show all time, I would have to go with Shameless. Yeah, I would have to go with Shameless. I started watching that. My cousin showed me it. I was in like high school, and I fell in love with it ever since. I probably rewatched the entire show, like all seasons, like 6 or 7 times. It just kind of reminds me of my childhood. I didn't really have a childhood, but all that, if you guys have watched it, you guys know what I'm talking about, the chaos they lived in, and I mean, me and my siblings weren't that bad, but it was super similar to how we lived, where, you know, we were kind of poor at one point. We had a taste of, like, good things, like in the show, sometimes they get, like, a taste of, like, having a nice car, or, you know, getting new equipment, like a washer, dryer, you know, stuff like that, and then it kind of gets yanked from them. And that's kind of how we lived our life, you know. My family, we didn't grow up with money like that. My dad had a good job at one point. We had a beautiful home. We had quads, you know. My brothers got cars gifted to them. Sorry about that, the helicopter and the dog started barking. So, anyways, yeah, my brothers got their cars gifted to them, my sister too, and it was like we were living the dream for a little bit, and then it just kind of got taken away. We lost the house. Yeah, it was just bad. But I love that show. You know, it just kind of gives me comfort, and it makes me forget about. I mean, I know the show itself sounds stressful, but I think because I grew up like that in that environment, like it brings me some type of peace. You know, just kind of reminds me where I came from. You know, I'm not doing anything really big right now, but I feel like I've come a long way. My family has come a long way. But yeah, I those are like the two main shows that I've ever really watched and liked. I mean, of course, like Jersey Shore and stuff like that. But like shows that I actually put on to like that I can watch all the time would be for sure Shameless. Okay. So Lois1269 again asked, Messi or Ronaldo? I don't watch soccer, to be honest. You guys are probably gonna come for me on that one, but if I had to pick, I would probably pick Ronaldo. I don't know, I see him more. You know, I see more videos of him. He seems like a cool dude. So I guess him, I don't know. Don't come for me, guys. I know a lot of you are probably making fun of me right now. But, okay, next question. Good question, though. I feel like a lot of people are soccer fans. Whoever watches soccer, comment your answer down below. Messi or Ronaldo? Okay, next one. Tati_617. I hope I pronounced that right. Tati_617. She always shows love to the channel too, so thank you for always commenting and supporting. I appreciate it. She said, do you believe in God? She asked, do you believe in God? And would you film an ASMR video featuring your girlfriends? I did answer the girlfriend one. Yes, I will film soon. I will film some soon. Hopefully, could do a couple videos with her. And like real person ASMR. I've done some, but I never really showed her face. And if I believe in God, yes I do. I'm not gonna lie, I've been through a lot. And I did question God. I did question, you know, the religion that I believed in, or believe in. I'm a Christian. I guess you can say I'm a Christian. I would go to Christian church with my dad all the time. But I did question him, you know. I questioned him a lot, and at one point I was starting not to believe, you know, and I take full accountability on that. Like, I probably shouldn't have turned my back on him like that. It's not his fault. I mean, there's times where I still question things, but, you know, I don't know, it's just life. When life really hits you really hard, you tend to question, you know, and I mean, I feel like I'm not wrong for that, but sometimes it's not right. But I can only push myself to be a better person, and I have been getting more into it lately, though. I've been wanting to get a Bible, one for ASMR, but not only for that. Like, I genuinely have been wanting to get a Bible and just kind of read out of it at times, you know. I had some people comment that they wanted me to read out of the Bible, so that's why. But, yeah, my little brother, I know he's been reading the Bible a lot, and it motivates me to want to do that too. Like, he's my little brother, but I look up to him in so many ways. He's such a genuine soul. He's a very caring kid, and, you know, seeing him, like, be into the Bible like that, it surprised me, not like in a bad way, but more like, wow, like, I should be setting the example for him, you know, and he's over here setting it for me. But yeah, sorry for that long answer, but yeah, I do believe in God, you know, and I do feel bad for the times I've questioned him, but we all just kind of go through it and, you know, have a lot of questions. I mean, I feel like it's normal, but again, it's not good to question, you know, or at least the way I would. Alright, so KD_V2056 asked, do you have a favorite ASMR artist? If not, then what about a YouTuber? So my favorite ASMR artist would be Grace V ASMR. like everyone's kind of just doing challenges, which is not bad. Like, I'm not judging. Like, we still watch like their videos, but my favorite was like their vlogging era. Like, that was like the best. I just enjoyed watching, you know, them living their life. And but their challenge videos are still cool too. I just wish they would go back to the other one, but I get it, you know. It's a new era of like YouTube. Everyone kind of does watch it just for, it's like the new TV, you know. They just want to see entertainment, like challenges, pranks, whatnot. Before YouTube was so new that vlogging was like so different, so of course that got people hooked. But now everyone likes the more of that, you know, like kind of like Mr. Beast type of videos. Okay, so GRPPRG19. Thank you for showing love. You always show love as well to my channel. Thanks to, you know, all these people. I always see them showing love, so thank you guys so much. They asked, what's one thing you would tell your youngest self? One thing I would tell my youngest self is not to stress. Not to stress over the dumbest shit. Yeah, mainly that, because I overthink a lot. I stress out a lot for stuff that I shouldn't even be stressing about. Just let Jesus take the wheel sometimes, you know what I mean? But I still don't learn my lesson. And just know that times are gonna get better. Not trying to get like emotional and shit, but me and my family, you know, we've been through a lot, so there was times where I just thought like all hope was lost. So if I could tell my younger self something, it would be to not stress, not overthink, and time will tell. With time, everything will get better. What is your idea of happiness? My idea of happiness is kind of like what I said earlier about having your dream job, right? But finding your person. Like me, like I feel like I can say I'm happy right now. I'm like really happy. I have my person. I have a decent job, but I'm working towards, you know, making content creation my own job. My only job. And, you know, maybe like look into some, you know, doing business and whatnot. But yeah, you know, or not having to have your dream job already, but working towards it. Having your partner, or you could be single, but I'm just saying for experience, like me, I have my partner, I'm working towards, you know, my goals, and my family's healthy. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying before those cars cut me off, my family's healthy, I'm healthy, my girlfriend's healthy. I feel like you should be more than happy, you know, that should be your happiness. You should be more than happy that you know, your loved ones are doing well, they're breathing, you know, your partner, whatever, like, just knowing that we have food on the table and a roof over our heads and we're all, you know, doing well and we're healthy and whatnot, that's what gives me happiness. So as long as you have that, you have people that care for you, you know, you're able to eat, you're able to work towards your goals and whatnot, that should be your happiness. That, you know, it doesn't have to be materialistic things, it doesn't have to be any of that, just, you know, and also being a good person. I feel like that should bring you a lot of happiness, knowing that you could sleep well at night, you're not doing anyone dirty, you know, you're not doing shit that's gonna put you away in jail. Like, be happy and grateful that you're on the path you're on, if you're, you know, doing good. Sorry if that was a stupid answer, but I don't know, genuinely, that's what makes me happy, is just knowing we're all good, and, you know, we're there for one another, and I can count on people, and, you know, I have no bad blood with people. You should always just be a good person. That brings me peace and happiness. Let's see. What's a core memory you'll never forget? I would say when I was like 5 years old. That's my favorite number, by the way, 5. Core memory, I have a lot, but one that, you know, I just have would be, I remember watching Spider-Man 3. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I have many more, but I remember going to go watch Spider-Man 3, and I was like, what, I was like 5, oh no, sorry, yeah, I was like, what was I, 5? senior in high school. I had my car. I got an apartment with my sister. So I moved into her apartment. And it was just me, my sister, and her kids. And I was renting a room there in high school. And my aunt had signed out a car for me. And I was paying it on my own. I had my own job working at Farmer Boys. Anyways, I remember getting out of school. I didn't have work that day. I think I requested it off so I can hang out with her. I remember getting home, showering. I hung out with my friends, and it was time to go pick. Oh, actually, no, I don't even think I hung out with my friends that night. I was like super excited, and I went home, showered. I think I got a haircut. I washed my car, and then I went to pick her up. We went to Long John Silver's in Riverside, California. Shout out to all my IE people, but we went to Long John Silver's. I remember she was still like, what she was wearing, like long black boots, blue jeans, and this black sweater, but I remember we got there and her boots kept falling off. It's like she was really skinny, like, she looks really good now, but like, she was like super skinny at the time. And so like her boots would fall off, like they would slide down, and I remember I would keep picking them up and helping her tie them again. And I remember just getting our food, eating, and this was in Riverside. After we're done with our food, we started driving around just talking about life. And we ended up getting lost. I live in Morno Valley. Well, now I live in Paris, Morno Valley, like borderline, but I lived in Morno Valley, all my life. I knew Riverside too. I used to live in Riverside, but somehow I got lost. I literally got lost, and she didn't really know either. Like, she wasn't driving like that at the time. Like, she had her license, but it's not like she would drive around that area a lot. So we just kind of like are driving around Riverside for like an hour talking, and then I realized, I'm like, wait, where are we? And I'm trying to find our way back without the GPS, because again, like, I kind of knew Riverside like that too, but we genuinely just got lost. We kept going further out. Then I put the GPS and started going home, but that was one of my favorite memories, like just having a deep talk with her, and we were just getting to know each other more on a deeper level, and it was just such a great memory. And there's many more memories like that with her. We would always go out late, get like Jack in the Box, I would get a shake, she would get like her chicken tenders. She loves chicken. She loves chicken tenders. And we would go to our late night drives and just talk and talk and talk, and then we'd go to a park and just watch like the night lights, the city, and those are like one of my favorite memories. I love those memories. Like, I love coming back to them, and just, I even bring it up to her all the time, and she question. Honestly, I'm getting to that point myself where I'm not knowing all these lingos that these younger people are using, you know, all these hip terms that you say. Like, trust me, I'm on the same boat, but W in the comments. So when there's like this platform called Twitch, and there's streamers, you know, they do live content, and they always say like, oh, like if they're playing video games, like say if they get like, you know, they score or they get a kill, you know, a certain video game that they play, like, or they're winning, right? They're like, oh, chat, can we get a W in the chat? You know, like W stands for like win, you know, like that's like when you're playing basketball or something, you're like, I'm gonna get this W. That's kind of like what they mean. Like, can we get a W in the chat? Or like, say if you lose, or they lose on their streaming, they're like, oh guys, L's in the chat, and then they'll put like an L because they lost, you know. So that's kind of like what it means. I think so. Again, I'm becoming uncle status now, where I'm not really too familiar, but I think that's what it means. So I just started saying that just for fun. And then Dupe, what you doing? Asked, do you believe in God? And again, I answered that one, but thank you for that question. Yes, I do believe in God. But I think these are all the questions I got. I tried leaving it up for a while. You know, I didn't want to make the video right away because I wanted to give everyone else a chance to comment. I did mention it in a couple videos. I have like 2 more videos I need to upload, or 3. That I hope they don't mention, like, hey, I'm doing a Q&A. So go comment, because I'm gonna post that after. I'm gonna post those after. So if you guys see those, just ignore it, because I obviously already did the Q&A. Or I don't know if maybe I'll post those first. I don't know, we'll see, but I've tried mentioning it in other videos that I'm gonna do a Q&A. But these were the only comments I got, and they were good, questions, and they were good questions. They were really good questions. I really enjoyed doing this. I can be doing more updated Q&As. I just never knew people loved them so much. But I guess you guys liking my content, you guys would, oh, there goes my stomach, sorry. I guess you guys liking my content, you know, you guys would want to get to know me more, so I do appreciate that as well. But, yeah, guys, I hope you guys appreciated this video. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry if it wasn't the best. I tried to do a better setup, but life is life, and right now, you know, things weren't really kind of like setting up the way I wanted it to. The dogs were barking, the cars were outside going off, and where I wanted to set up was more by the window, so good thing I stayed here because there was some noise, and I hope it doesn't distract you guys too much. But if I sat over there, I know I would have probably gave up on the video and have done it another time. But there's gonna be more content to come. You know, again, I do apologize if my vibes were a little off right now. There's just so much going on right now, and it was kind of annoying me. And also, as I mentioned before, you know, going back into office, it took a little bit to kind of readjust. It's our second week back in office. So it took a while to kind of adjust, you know, the new sleeping schedule. I used to sleep really late because I would do my content super late at night. I would get a lot of content done and keep filming every day and get up like at 7 the next day to work, but I would just roll over and walk to my little desk here and, you know, work. But now I gotta sleep earlier, I gotta get up early, shower and all that, get home, eat, work out, spend time with my girlfriend. So like, you know, I had to adjust to that new schedule, but we kind of got a rhythm of it now, so I'm gonna start filming again, more content. I mentioned it before. I like to film every single day, just for the simple fact that I get like fresh ideas